crack.
Yeah. We back with another episode of Sports Punch. Keep too tall. Welcome back to the podcast. What's going on with you, brother?
I'm all good, brother. How you feeling?
Man, I'm decent, man. Right away, let's get to it. Could Michael Jordan actually average 45 points in today's league? Because I've been hearing a lot of the OGs of the game say that. Do you think Mike could really go out and do that?
I think he could do 40. He was already pushing 30, 35 back in the day when it was, hand checking and, you play through the bigs more. So, I mean, I think he do, especially with with this today, you don't have no hand checking. Like you could just kind of make your move, go to the hole or do whatever you want. I mean, it's a few select like key defenders now in the league right now. So
Mm-hmm.
and just the moves he had, his bag. I mean, I would think he would just be as good as everybody else, like, because I feel like he would adapt to the times. And, I mean, it'll take a minute to get his threes back, aficionado, but I don't think there was nothing he couldn't do on the court anyway. So the way he was just floating and just flying through that bitch, yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I've been thinking about this for the past week and a couple days because I've been listening to people say that Reggie Miller and so many others said Mike could average 40, you could average 45, some said you could average 50. When you really think about the game of Michael Jordan, he had a more complete game. The only thing that he didn't do well in that era was shoot the three, right? But you taking a prime Michael Jordan, you throwing him in this era where it's a little bit softer. The guys are able to, you can't hand check, you can't do a lot of um physical movement with the guys. You can't really like be a physical deterrent to them. You throw him in this era with that skill set and you say, all right, now you play ball. He's gonna learn how to shoot the three.
Yeah, exactly.
He's actually gonna learn how to shoot. It's not like he's gonna be walking around at 28% shooting the three. He's gonna be no different from Kawhi Leonard or any other person in this
Exactly.
current era. He's just gonna be better than them. He's gonna be more polished. And it'll be no different, or it'll be a little bit better than seeing Aaron Gordon go to the Denver Nuggets and just being a guy that could dunk a ball and shoot from 15 feet and shoot from 17 feet to now adding a 3-point shot to what it is that he does. And he's being more effective and he's being more reliable. So when Jokic drives the ball to the paint or he's in the paint and he posts up, now you see a Jokic kick the ball out to who? He kicks it out to an Aaron Gordon. He kicks it out to a Christian Braun and all those other guys that he have on the perimeter. So do I think Mike could average 45, 50 points? Yeah, I do.
Especially like,
I'm saying that out my own mouth because we're talking about that 3-point percentage going up. And who's gonna really stop him in the lane? Even if there is somebody in the lane to stop him, that means he is going to average fouls. Like he's gonna have a foul percentage 5 to 10 a game. Something like that, right?
yeah. No, yeah. I mean, look at SGA and Luca. Like they putting up the most points the last couple of years in the league and stuff. And I mean, they pretty much averaging 34, 35 themselves right now. So I don't see why not Jordan couldn't do it then. Especially if you're on a trash team. Like he came in on a trash team and
Yeah,
had
that's a
to
fact.
average 28 as a rookie damn near. So
That's a fact. His highest average during the regular season was what, 36 or something like that?
I'm like that in that 30, on the good side of 35,
Yeah,
34.
35 points, 36 points during the regular season, and everybody knows that when the playoffs started, he always went up that 5 to 7 points more. So we know Mike historically when he turns it up, like he's even better than how he started. So when they say that he can't average 40, 45, 50 points, you have to really understand Mike knows how to break the game down. So
Yeah,
he's going 12, what do you say when he was doing Last Dance or whatever it was? They said 12 minutes a quarter. All I need is a certain amount of points each quarter.
right.
And I don't have to just score them in buckets, like just field goals. I can get to the free throw line.
Free throw line, a 3-pointer, a
I hit a
layup,
couple of
or
three
two.
pointers in there. I do 8, 8, 8, and 8, right? That's 32. You know what I mean? So, and then he'll probably go, well, I just do 10, 10, 10, and 10. That's 40. So I can get that.
Exactly.
Like I can get that if I wanted to, if especially in the day in the era where Klay Thompson came in, he scored 35 points in one quarter or something like that, and ended up with the game for 60.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think Mike could definitely do that. So all this talk about that man not being able to do that, I think we need to stop all that. Let's halt that type of conversation, saying the greatest of all time, can't do that. You know what I mean?
because like you gonna get it in various ways. Like you can get an offensive rebound, put back layup. You can get a steal, alley oop, a foul and 1, 3.
Yes,
Like
sir.
if you just be active in the game, like and let it flow. Don't force it though either, because that's when you start making the bad decisions and stuff. So I mean, yeah, I can
Well,
see
one thing
Jordan.
we know about Mike is he ain't gonna force it. You know, if he got it, he got it. If he don't, he don't. So the real GOAT, not grow old and tired, but the real GOAT, the greatest of all time. We know that's what he is, and he's gonna be that way for a long time. We may or may not see that in our lifespan where someone surpasses Mike. Like they said, the closest thing to Mike was Kobe Bryant, and he really didn't surpass Mike. He just polished off the skills that Mike had, and he added more footwork and more technical skill than Mike had. But salute and rest in peace to the great late Kobe Bryant. But I do think that Mike in this era, Mike could easily go out there and average 45 points a game. If he was averaging 35 during a regular season, in this era where the game is catered more to offense, Mike could get that off, man. Because I look at Kevin Durant and I go, why don't you score more? And it's
Yeah,
like he does enough to just fit what's going on with the team. He's not going outside of what the team is doing to score. He does enough to be a part of the team and to not disrupt the team.
especially with the size advantage that he has. Like
Oh
you
man,
have literally have inches over everybody. I don't see how you don't be averaging 40 just off rip.
talk to me.
I mean,
Talk to
now for
me.
sure you older, but like when you was younger, that should have been a 35, 30, 30 average a game for sure, no
He
matter
should have
what.
easily, Kevin Durant should have easily been averaging 35 points a game every season.
Cause I mean, he was scrawny, so he had like no post when he was younger. So like until he
Hmm.
got older and realized, oh, I can use my body this way, back, fade away or whatever, a little shimmy, using
Yeah, but
actually
imagine a
putting,
guy like that catching the ball at 19 feet and he's just turning over either shoulder. He's just catching the ball and he's turning over either shoulder. You're talking about a guy when he raises up to shoot his jump shot, that's 10 and a half feet in the air. You're not
right,
getting that ball. You're not getting at that.
nah.
You may not even get your hand up to block his face, to blind him. You may not even shield this guy when he's doing his shot. So I've always wondered that, but it seems like he has a certain level of productivity that he sticks to, and then like he just chills out. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. The other debate going on, I'm sure that you heard it. Paul Pierce, Dwayne Wade. Who you taking?
Ooh,
Mm.
mm, it depends on what you're looking for, but I mean, if
Hmm?
I'm going up, I said, depending on what you're looking for, because like Paul Pierce was more healthier throughout his career, but Dwayne Wade just seemed like he was a two-way player. So yeah, I'm gonna go deal with Dwayne Wade. Like what I think he had one of the best final runs I ever seen when he was with the Miami Heat the first year when Shaq was that's when I
That was
showed
a hell of a run. That first Miami championship for Dwayne Wade was a hell of a run. That was
yeah,
fire.
that showed me like oh he got it in him like to really lead the team and like
Even before that, coming out of Marquette and going to Miami, and then and him and Lamar Odom was doing the damn thing. That was it first or second season that Dwayne Wade got there. That was that
first
was a hell of
rookie
a run.
season.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was a
like
hell of a
went to the
run.
playoffs, bopped Baron Davis, with the step back, snatch back, hit the
Yeah,
game winner.
yeah.
True. So it's like, and then like I'm saying, like that those couple years, and then when he had went to the USA, he got that ball head. He came back, but minutes he came up a problem on that USA team. Coming off the
Hmm.
bench, giving us that what we needed to win that goal, and then he came. I think averaging like 30, 32 that next season. So it just injuries robbed him basically towards the end, a couple times. But I mean, Paul Pierce. He a bucket getter too. Like when he was younger, he was. I mean, that's the reason why he called him the truth. So I mean, you can make this argument because like if this was like
Yeah,
Melo versus any of them, I'll
you
go with
easily
Melo
pick
again,
Melo.
right?
No, but it's just
But
Paul
and with
Pierce.
him, it's all about like he a hooper, he a bucket getter. Like I know what I'm getting at him with him. Like he gonna
Yep.
get a bucket, get you a score, and you gonna play a game. So
Prime Dwayne Wade is gonna get you a bucket, bro.
yeah, either no matter what, like dunking on you,
Hmm.
crazy layup package. Mid range, he gonna mid range
Split
you to
the
death.
split the double team, crazy.
Yeah, split the double team was nasty. Spin move, dunk on you, yell in your
Hmm.
face,
Hmm.
take your bitch. all that stuff. So I mean,
So
that's tough.
in this scenario, who are you taking, Dwayne Wade or Paul Pierce? Both are NBA champions. Paul Pierce is 6'7", 240 pounds, 250 pounds. Dwayne Wade is 6'3", 6'4", 220 pounds. You know what I mean? Um, very great players at their position, but the only thing I would like to separate them from is one is a two guard, the other one is a three.
Yeah, because I mainly know Paul Pierce is a three. I think he
Yeah.
came in maybe as a shooting guard for like a high second as a rookie, but he was always a three for me.
He was always a three for me as well. I always saw him as a three.
But I mean, I'll take Dwayne Wade because I just know he had that dog in him. I ain't saying Paul Pierce didn't either because I mean this man got stats
That's what you're
like
making it sound like. You making it sound like Paul was weak as hell, like he ain't had no dog, like he ain't had no real fight in him.
no.
You know,
It's
I don't
just
like that right now, my G. I do not like that.
I just know I'm talking on both sides of the ball. How about that? Paul Pierce wasn't your lockdown
Mm.
defender or like had that energy to want to play that much
He
defense.
was not like on the lockdown defender side. Wow. Wow. Mm.
He was never like an athletic dude anyway to like be playing defense. And
No, he
even
wasn't, but he was like Glenn Robinson wasn't either, but Glenn Robinson was a bucket getter. You understand what I'm talking about?
yeah,
But damn.
I'm just throwing it like that's the thing about the win. I can throw that in there. Like, okay, that would help. I know I can get a lot on defense with him too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Even if he don't got nothing going on offense, maybe
Damn.
Paul could definitely run the squad. Like all right, I could be point guard a little bit. Get some rebounds. If it's shot off, it's a bad night. Dwayne Wade could probably get it in other ways.
True. So you going with D Wade? Yeah.
Yeah, that finals run. I don't really see nobody doing better than that. Like after like Jordan and all of them,
Okay. All right.
Kobe.
All right. All right. Boom. So we back with another episode of Sports Punch. Keith, what you got on tap for us today, tonight, this afternoon, my G?
Shout out to the Illuminati, Illinois School of
Ooh,
Hard
fighting
Rocks.
Illuminati, the fighting Illuminati.
Fighting Illuminati in the Final Four. I mean, fighting Illuminati in the Final Four. There's a lot of alliteration going on in this bit. Um,
A lot of illumination in his hoe. A lot
they
of
beat
illumination in
they
his
beat
hoe.
Iowa with their weak ass state. You know, Big Ten rivalry. Just what
What
y'all
is Iowa good for?
cornfield. I don't know shit.
That's Indiana, right?
White.
Indiana's
Okay, I
going.
guess that's yeah. White people.
That's about everywhere in the U.S.
Hawkeyes.
Oh, Iowa Hawkeyes. Aha, there we go. Salute to
Oh,
Hawkeyes Bar. I don't know what it's like going over there now, but it used to be a popping spot.
oh yeah. Put tap that ass, but a crazy loss.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you saw that Duke game, but that crazy ending of that game, that was a crazy game right there. Duke lost to UConn. Coach Haley get into the in front of the ref's face. This is my headbutt the ref after my hit a game winning three. Then he called no tech or nothing. I'm like, all right, if that was a black man or Ron Artest did that,
He got kicked out the motherfucking game. Man.
three shots and a ball back. Like
Right.
game
Right.
over with. Like how you put both shots?
They gave him an extra two timeouts and a
A
challenge. You know what
challenge,
I'm
right?
saying? They gave him
No,
everything.
but crazy game. The way to go out for Cameron Boozer, Cam Booze, and his brother. He might have to go ahead and get a transfer. But
Yeah, little bro. If I was you, I'd get up out of there, man. You went there to support your brother and be like his security blanket or whatever they were saying about you. If I were you, I'd get up out of there now. Like you have no reason to be there. At 6'4", 6'5", if I were you, I'd go somewhere where I could just go ahead and just ball out because what they're saying is that your brother's not coming back. Like you might as well just fly the coop, man. Tell Pops, hey, man, I'm gonna transfer. I'm gonna go somewhere where I can really hoop and ball. But since your brother is leaving, maybe this gives you a chance to be a wingman. You know, not like somebody else's wingman, but like be on the perimeter, be a guard and a forward. Bring the ball to the court. Bring the ball up the court here and there, and get you some good scoring. So he may get up to 12 to 15 points out there. We don't know. We don't know. But if I was him, I'd just get the fuck up out of dude.
yeah, and then Bulls cut Jaden Ivy, Jaden Ivy
Salute to
over
Jaden Ivey.
for over pretty much LBGTQ plus rant
He
and
had
just
an
like religion,
anti-rant
yeah,
against the LGBTQ
religious
community.
beliefs and all that stuff. We'll get into that. And I got a few start bench cuts. Players out. I'll give you a few players, and then you start bench.
Oh man, we
Cut
can't
them.
be taking nobody else's shit now. Come on now. We can't be taking nobody else's shit now.
This is
Start bench
a this is
cut.
a this is a general or universal game, so it ain't nobody's personal shit.
Um,
Shit, half the shit, everybody done stole everybody's shit.
I don't
But
know, except for I don't think we've been who shit we've been stealing.
I mean, King of the Mountain is like
King of the Hill. We've been
the
doing
King
King
of
of the
King of the
Hill.
Hill. It's
Game
like
of
a
21.
it's like an IG game, IG
Okay.
real thing,
Okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I didn't know. You putting me up on game. I didn't know that.
no, yeah, but
I didn't know
it
that.
ain't nothing. It's just I'm not using like the same people like everybody else use, so I try to throw it out. But also, it's the only position we ain't do. It's one of the one of the best shooting guards, king of the hill for real this time. We did small forwards, power forwards, centers.
Yeah,
We
we
did
did
six
center.
man. We did point guards. We never got to the shooting guards because
Okay.
we gonna do that.
I think we did a game of 21 for that, but we didn't do anything else outside of that.
And then this is gonna be shooting guard heavy. And then yeah, then we there we go right there basically. So Final Four, you got Illinois, motherfucking UConn,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Michigan versus Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the Illinois game, crazy. Illinois U of I, it was a tough game. First half, a little tighter than I wanted to be. Pause. Just a little close, too close for comfort. Like first half, kind of like not kind of like the Houston game. Houston game was like that was really like low scoring and you know what I'm trying to say, low scoring and tight game. But
Okay.
Iowa Duke, I mean Iowa Illinois, great game. Our big man, talented. We got some talented big man. Mirovic. And then we got the rookie, freshman Keegan Wagler.
Okay. All right.
He a hooper. For a freshman, he's super poised, and when he'll get his shot going early, he figure out ways how to get it during the game. Like he never would go missing or like ghost in the game. So for him to be a freshman, he might get drafted lottery pick now. Like I think they said he's probably like be for sure like top 14 pick.
Okay.
Um, but a big win against Iowa, man. It was our first time being in the Final Four since 2005. Yeah, 21 years ago
Okay.
when Darren
It's
Williams,
been
D
that
Brown.
long? God, dog.
Yeah,
I thought they were recently. No?
they went to the Elite Eight a couple years ago, but they didn't make
Okay.
it to
All
the
right.
Final Four.
Okay. Bet it
So
up. Bet it up.
yeah, 21 years since Darren Williams, D Brown, Luther Head, Clinton, all them led to the Final Four. I remember watching that game. That's why I kind of became like a big U of I guy before I even not knew of the Paul, but was the Paul went to DePaul or was rooting for them and shit. But hey, man, it's all about the Big Orange right now.
For
Uh,
sure. For sure. I want to support them. I want them to do well. Even though
got
they're not keen on bringing more of us to that program. But it is what it is. You know.
this shit now for sure. That once they got that little European, little scouting out there, they gonna be bringing a hella Europeans now. Man, we had some. We definitely was on that scene heavy, but just this shit definitely not. But we got a couple guys on Boswell and Keegan Wagler.
Okay. All right.
But oh
For
yeah,
sure.
should be a good game. They play UConn this week. UConn. I don't know. Did you watch the game against Duke and UConn at all?
No, I caught like the tail end of it because I was out moving around and then I came home and laid it down and everything. I was had a nice buzz, came home working on the podcast. Hey man, and let me say this also. I was up to like 1 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the morning, Friday night. I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I worked on the podcast about like 6, 7, 8 o'clock. Took a nap to 10 or whatever. And then I forgot. I left outside. So I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm gonna hang out for a little bit, which I
Yeah.
did, and then I did all that stuff. And then by the time I came back home, I was just tired, man. I was worn out. I was worn out. That's true to life. I came home. I was worn out.
Real rap raw.
Real rap raw, and I just chilled out. I didn't really care about the game. I went in the bedroom. I just laid down, bro.
No, I feel it, but you missed a good game. I mean, pretty much it was like,
So did I say I had Duke or did I say I had UConn? Because I felt like UConn was gonna win that game.
uh,
I don't remember, but I feel like UConn was gonna get that game.
write that down.
Do we write that down? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not.
Hell no.
We didn't write that down, which is fine. Which is fine.
I don't think so. But anyway, yeah, no, but that game was a good game. First it was like a little tight, in the beginning, like back and forth, and then actually Duke had took a lead, like and started taking off in the lead towards the end of the first half.
Mm-hmm.
Second half, they had a lead. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling good. Like, oh, we got this. Like, oh, I'm saying we like I'm a Duke fan, but I had them in my bracket as going to the championship and winning it, so I needed them to win. But literally the whole game, they was up. But I feel like the last second half, around what 10 minutes or whatever, Duke, not Duke, UConn just kept like digging and digging, kept staying within the game. Like never really, Duke never took off, but like there was never like too close where to comfort. He was like, all right, we know we up 8-10 right
Yeah, it
now.
seemed like they were just one of those teams where they were just making these little cuts. They were just cutting at them. All right, y'all ain't gonna take the lead because y'all they were up at like 10 at one point. It was like, all right, y'all. So we in the game with y'all, and y'all really just need to slow the ball down or keep the pace up and keep us from scoring. And y'all not doing that, so we just gonna start cutting at y'all. All right, here go a turnover over here, cut. All right, we made a play over there, cut. Here's a block shot here, cut. And here's the score. And then they would just repeat the process. And the next thing you know, you look up and then it was up on the scoreboard. And I was like, yeah, this is when you make your money right here, man. This is where they find out who you really are and what you really made of right here in these moments. And it seemed like they didn't have they were just short a couple signature plays of keeping that game under control and getting out of there with the win.
Yeah, because like it came down the last couple minutes and like it was just getting shorter and shorter on the
Mm-hmm.
scoring. But like it came down to free throws and like Cam Booth had missed a couple free throws that like, had he made them early, like with like a minute or two left in the game,
Mm-hmm.
probably would have helped save them, with the bigger lead in the end. And he had to come down to the last shot. But it was just crazy how it was up about like 4-5, and then motherfucking UConn cut it down to 3-2. Yeah, two. And the next thing you know, actually they do get the ball where like all you have to do is hold the ball. They're gonna either foul you or run the clock out.
Mm.
Somebody on Duke inbound the ball to Cam Booth while he's like kind of in the corner in the front court, but he could have just held it, but he dished it back to do the inbound it to him. Do the inbound, he see Cam Booth, the brother Caden, come through in the middle, so he threw it at him. I'm thinking like, all right, you really just gotta hold it down because they're gonna foul you. Like they trying to get you to get the stop the clock, make some free throws, miss a free throw hopefully, and
Mm-hmm.
then next thing you know, this my try to, which I understand, like you see two open wide Duke players at down the end of the court. He tried to throw it over their heads, over two defenders of the UConn, which in theory sounded good, looked good, but it was so thirsty. Not great defense, really, just like great put their hands up. Both of them smacking the ball, tipped it. And so they get the rebound. Who was it? UConn. They trying to find their main guy. He swing it back to this white boy. He do like I say what 28, 30 feet. And I'm like, what it happened? I'm like, he better not do what I think he about to do. Like even though time crunch, I'm like, oh, he take one more step, he probably get this. That man dribble like 1, 2 dribbles, pull that bitch. I'm like, I'm watching him like as it going, I'm like, oh, this bitch finna go in. That bitch finna swish. I'm like, damn. And it's like point 0.4 seconds on the clock. I'm like, I'm sick because like that's
I
my
think I
bracket,
did see that part. I think I did see that at the end. It's just like
bro. Like,
I think I was sitting right here where I am right now. It was a like clean bucket and they just walked off. It was like a walk off or something like that. Yeah.
yeah, like point 0.4 seconds left, and then they try to get one
Hmm.
more shot off. It ain't work. But like you. you lost that game. Like you didn't even have to lose that game. Like literally, you had to do is hold the ball, and they're
Yeah.
either gonna foul you, rough you up, some make you go to the free throw line, stop the time. Man, that's probably one of the worst ways to lose a game, especially a game away from like the final four. Like,
Hey man, sometimes it's just not meant to be, man. Sometimes you pour everything into it and it's just not enough. That's why I said, man, I know a lot of these guys want to come out early, but if it were me, man, I would stay another year just because of stuff like that. Hey, let's come back together as a team, guys, and see what else we can do. Because we made it this far. Maybe if we brush up on the things that we're doing, we can come back next year and do a lot better.
yeah,
But if y'all want to make y'all money, I mean, I know all y'all getting NIL deals anyway. It ain't like y'all in a rush. I would like to think it ain't like y'all in a rush to turn pro. So I would just stay. I would stay and just kick it, man, and make the best of the opportunity. Like you already got money. The money gonna speak for itself. I know some people say, man, why risk the injury and staying? Fuck that, man. Like come back and see if you can pull it off. Get you that one win so you understand what that feel like. So you had that under your belt. But I get it. Everybody want to go pro and everybody want to be that guy. So
shit, no, the years I did in college, like I would have stayed one more year. Like if I did like I was like a freshman
mm-hmm.
phenom, and I had a chance like to stay for like one more
Mm-hmm.
year, or they like, oh, he might go. I will stay there just to have that one more year, like in the sense that youth, like this, as young as you're gonna be, your real time you're gonna be able to get to enjoy college, live, have no real like responsibility besides go to school and like
That's it. And hoop and be one of the best hoopers in the world. Like why not? Why not just stay and do that?
you know,
There ain't no pressure on you. You're around the same people that you've been with the entire time. You know the system. So why not just stay there? Why not just stay there and ball and compete and make that team better? But I get it. Some of these guys are in a rush.
But I mean, for cameras, like Cam Booth, that was a great game. He was hooping. It was just those free throws, man. I guess that's the one thing. Like when my guys ask me, like, who would I take? First pick, either him or AJ. I'm like, I said Cam, but I can see
Hmm.
that's a hole in his offense where, like, all right, or his game. Like, all right, you gotta get those free throws because that jump shot a little nasty. AJ definitely got a little more fluidity in his jump shot, and his
That's what,
scoring.
that's what I was saying the last time we talked. I think we did an episode and we were talking about that. And I said I like the fluidity. I like the athleticism. I like the way that the bouncer puts his game together, man. It looks so fluid. You know what I mean? So I think that's one of the things that he already has going for him. But now that's not I don't take nothing away from Cam Boozer because he looked ready. He looked like he ready to go.
Yeah,
He just got to end up on the right situation, the right program, and we don't know who that's going to be. Question off that off that though. Do you think that the NBA, because I heard Tracy McGrady and Shannon Sharp talking about it, do you think they're ready for two new teams and one in Vegas and another in Seattle?
we talking about like player talent and like be able to have a competitive teams. Uh, yes and no. Like, cause like it would just bring more people from overseas over, more people from the G League. I mean, it's actually solid players on these teams. Like I think you get like top eight protected. So your 9 through 15, 12 bench.
Mm-hmm.
God could have a few players like on there. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think it'll be like it was like when you got Vancouver as a team, or when you got who was another team around that time? Orlando Magic. I mean, Orlando Magic ended up lucking up kind of a little bit. Orlando Magic, your
No, it was
Vancouver Grizzlies.
Vancouver. It was Vancouver and Toronto. Remember?
Toronto, yeah, Toronto. It ain't gonna start off as bad. 'Cause, like I feel like the player talent around the league is a little bit better, more 1 through 12 than it was back then. Like I feel like you really played your best 7, 8 players back then, and then like
Mm-hmm.
9 through 12 is like only if there's like you up by you blowing them out or somebody hurt.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I think so because I far like especially like Seattle go. I think people ready for Seattle to have a basketball team again. I
Yeah,
think the
they are.
city ready to have the team again. Have something else besides the Mariners and the Seahawks, which is not a bad thing. Both teams went to the Super Bowl and the World Series. Well, uh,
Facts.
almost could went to the World Series the year before, last year when they lost to Toronto. But
But they look good over there in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? And adding a basketball team wouldn't hurt. And like you said, like they will be pulling from overseas from the foreign players. But bro, we got some good players over here in the G leagues and in the developmental leagues. Like there's some good players that can. make these teams run. They would be good engines or good pieces to some of these teams, or one of those two teams, if if it was in Vegas or if it was in Seattle. Like I think there's some guys that would be good pieces. There's some guys that are waiting to get up out of those out them trenches and work their way up into a spot on a new expansion team. But what I was listening to what Tracy McGrady was saying, he was basically saying that do you think do you think we have enough talent in our league for two more teams when we still have teams that are averaging 20 games a season? They're winning 20 games out of 82.
Mhm.
Like is that the smart thing to do? Is that something that we should really be chasing? So hell, when they did it back then at that time, when they added the Vancouver Grizzlies and the Toronto Raptors, it ain't like there was the best talent in the NBA that was there at the time. They made do with that. They it took 10, 12 years before those guys even got better. Even though they started with some decent guys and some decent key pieces on both those squads.
Yeah,
Especially Vancouver. Vancouver had the was it the O'Bannon boys, and then later on after that they ended up with Sharif Abdul Rahim like 8 years, 10 years later or whatever. So they started
yeah,
out decent. Toronto had Damon Stoudemire. They had Marcus Camby. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah.
it just takes a while for those type of things to develop. But we got, I mean, the leagues now is majority shooters, and we got plenty of shooters and plenty of guys who can drive the basketball pretty well. So it may actually work out. It could actually work out. But if they are going to do it, Adam Silver, I don't know if you will ever hear this, but if you do hear this, my suggestion, if you go and add two West Coast teams, a Seattle Supersonics and a Vegas, whoever they are, butt munchers. Give the East Coast the Memphis Grizzlies and another team. I'm not sure who we should bring over here.
It's definitely
No,
Minnesota.
no,
That's
no. Minnesota. My bad. What am I tripping for? Minnesota is Midwest. Minnesota. Give us Minnesota and give us Memphis. And we gonna rock out with our cock out and we gonna do what we supposed to do.
yeah. I mean, Memphis is gonna go through a whole new rebuild. So
Yeah, well,
by
we
that,
said that on the episode too. We said, yo, it's time for dude to go. I told you need to go to Florida, bro. He gotta go to Miami. He needs structure and discipline. Guys like that who don't have structure and discipline, they're allowed to do whatever they want. You're gonna find out what they're really made of when they get in a situation where there's a disciplinarian, a person that's telling them, no, you're not gonna do that. You gotta come in here 3 to 5% body fat every year. You gotta be in shape before the season starts because we're gonna have you come in here and we're gonna grade you and we're gonna do all that. You have to meet all of the criteria before the season starts in order for you to be on this team. And this is what makes championships because we don't make basketball players, we make champions. And if you don't want to be a champion, if you're not trying to get far in the league, then you need to go somewhere else. But over here, we want champions. So I think that's a better situation for him. Where do you see it? Where do you think he should go?
I mean, I like your idea with like some type of structure. I'm like, Parrot ain't gonna play that, and at least he'll be in shape every year because he definitely don't like got like barely any fat on him, so he can make that every year. But I mean, Miami or Orlando could have worked. Him and Bankera, maybe if you get some defenders around them, that could have been like a hot
So you will
young
have
young team.
Bankero, you will have Bain, and then you will have him. Hmm.
Yeah, that's a good core. I feel like you can start with and get you a actual good big man,
Mm-hmm.
or one that's at least defensive impactful at least, and then uh who else? That's the idea they had out there. Mm, Ja and
Wherever you go, it needs structure, man. Because if you send him anywhere where he start cutting loose, you know what type of dude, what type of situation it's gonna be.
I mean, I guess Boston would be a spot there if you want structure. I don't know if Joe Mazzulla got structure, but he seemed to got that team running, and he a little wild himself. So he probably scaring them and some shit. Like, all right,
So if anything, what you gonna give up? You gonna give up Vucevic and half the bench for Ja Morant.
you give Vucevic up.
You gonna give up Vuce. You gonna give up Derek White. You gonna give up a bunch of them shooters. Herder. You gonna give up a bunch of them, bro, to get dude. I say if you
I don't,
Boston, he stay where he is.
I don't even think his value. I ain't gonna say his value not that high, but like it ain't gonna be as high as it was
Mm-mm, it
for
ain't.
Ja.
When
So
I
like,
was
I think
talking
you.
about Ja, when I was talking about you, I was saying you was messing with the bag. You was on your way to $1 billion easily. If you look at your shoe is one of the highest selling shoes that is out there
Nice
currently.
and Paris.
People are buying. They have Murray State colors. They have damn near every color that you can find or that they're allowed to create. The ones I want, I can't get, which lets me know a lot of that stuff is sold out. The shoe was a win. Your drink deal, whatever that whatever beverage deal you had. They took all that stuff that you had off the table. Sir, you were on your way to a billion, $2 billion easily. All you had to do was just hoop and ball.
Yeah,
That's all you had to do. Now you need to find a way to get back in a good grace of the players around you and be a leader by example. Like you can't say it. You have to be a leader by example, and people have to see it and they have to know this is what you want and this is what you plan on doing. Because right now you're in a spot where you may say fuck it, but the league will go nah, not fuck it, fuck you, and they bounce you up out of here and they'll look for a reason, or they just bring up your past history and just say you just insubordinate and you just don't work well with others, but like they normally do, and they want to get you up out the way. So figure it out, Ja. But if I were you, I would want to go somewhere with some structure. Maybe you should go to Golden State. I don't know. I don't know, but I don't think Boston is a good look for him. Maybe Golden State would be a good look for him, but I definitely think Miami is a good place or Minnesota. But I don't think no, I don't think Minnesota would work with him and Anthony Edwards
that's
driving the
that's
ball.
that's two wild boys in one locker
Yeah,
room,
you don't want that.
and
You don't
they
want
be
that.
crazy to have on like that. How you gonna
That
guard
that
that?
that may actually work because Ja don't shoot the ball that terrific. You know that may help him get assists, but I don't know, man. I think it needs to be a situation for him where there are leaders around him. There are leaders of men around him because he needs guidance, man. He needs people to tell him, yo, you fucking up. You know, he need real people around him.
I mean, it depends on what. Cause I feel like whatever city you go to, that's what's going. It could affect them too. Like Memphis, it's definitely hood. Black, real blackness right there. Black city right there. But shit, if you go down to Miami, he might be getting to the look. I don't know if he party like that, but I could just see his daddy being out there in the strip in the club, like, hey, just living his life through him again, and might miss some curfews. Next thing you know, Pat Riley finna send him packing to
I just
the
see a
bottom.
situation in Miami where Pops, if Pops mess up, that's on Pops. Like they'll push all that away from him. They're like, yo, you can't have all them around you. Your father too. We know your background. We got the feds watching all y'all. Look, your father can't be around. This is your itinerary for the day. This is what we want you doing every day. So if anything goes wrong with your father, your friends, you won't have nothing to do with that. They get locked up, that's on them. Let them figure that out. We would like for you to deposit $1 million or $500,000 in each one of their accounts, and then we don't want you dealing with them no more. That's it.
If he come to Chicago, he gonna be having the O block, be on O block and with the BDs and the
Mm-mm,
GDs and the lowers and stuff.
mm-mm. We don't need him
I
in
think Derrick
Chicago.
Rose will actually be like, "Hey man, I got you. I can show you around. How to get down. I'll tell
We
you how
don't
to
need
keep
him
it."
in Chicago. Stay far away from Chicago, cause you already out here doing a grenade gesture. You out here doing a gun gestures. We don't want you doing nothing else, and your hands go
He
up, and
gonna,
then next thing you know, everybody got a RICO case because of a nigga like you. We don't need
we're
that.
gonna go back to Chirac for real.
Right. We don't need that. We don't need
Drill,
that.
Illinois.
Right. With your Illuminati. We don't need that. We need you to stay away from that. So yeah, my pick would be Golden State or Miami. That's where he should go. We don't know what's gonna happen though.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm trying to think who are they trading the West from to another West team? Well, I guess they're gonna eventually be an East team once they get to Seattle. Maybe that's where he need to go. Maybe he need to go to one of those expansion teams. It's like, all right, start all over, brother.
Yeah, but that's years down the pipe. You know what I mean? Like they trying to do something. They're doing it around him right now, bro. So where does he go right now when they got rid of Desmond Bain a year or two ago? they're cutting the fat off that team right now. They got rid of
Aaron
Triple
Judge.
J. They're doing it around him right now, fam.
You know, I mean, who in need of a point guard that he could just come in and fit? I mean, I would love to have seen him and Zion actually get together. They both South Carolina boys, but like that's gonna be buns and guns. The team's buns and guns.
That's gonna be buns and guns. But where they gonna play? Are you gonna let them play in New Orleans like that?
I wouldn't. That's a no. I wouldn't want them in New Orleans. I want them probably in a bigger market or a better city to party, not partying, kicking in, hooping. I don't know, dog. I think Miami's a good spot for him for sure. I don't see why not Miami with him.
I don't know. I don't know. All right, what else we got on tap? What else we got on tap?
Shit. Oh yeah, Bulls cut Jaden Ivey after we
Oh,
just
got to get
traded
into
him.
that.
We
Got
just
to get into
trade.
that.
So we
Jaden
traded.
Ivey, you were anti LGBTQ. I don't know if I said that right, but LGQ,
Yes.
LG, LGB,
LGBTQ. LG
LGBTQ, and I. How they added more
plus
letters
all that stuff.
OUEIEIO. So yeah, his rant was that God is gonna come back one day and he's gonna kill all these people for not being followers of Jesus Christ and the Word of God. Um,
Yeah, he said NBA promoting Pride Month it celebrates unrighteousness. He said
mhm.
he had some he's responding to people tweets and stuff saying like all this like religious like stuff and just like basically like on some God Jesus and some sins all this stuff. I'm like which is like don't be wrong like if your beliefs and values and your religion I'm all about representing your stuff but like are you that good enough to be talking like this online? I'm sorry like that's like I can see if he was like a star player. Like you saw what happened to Kyrie. This man did a
Yeah.
retweet, and they got trying to get this man out of here. Over
Kyrie
some,
just posted another picture of a movie poster and or a
right? He just repost.
documentary,
Right, he ain't post. He just retweeted that. It just literally just
and they
a
said,
click of
"Sign
a
off,
button.
Kyrie. You out of here. Sign off."
Yeah. So it's like you're already. So it's like dog. Like I mean, it's tough. Like they say he was detrimental to the team, which is like I don't know. He already injured out for the rest of the year, so he kind of like is away from the team. And I believe what he was saying. He was just like, good pass, good ball. But I heard like in the behind the scenes, like in the locker room and stuff, he and with the reporters and stuff, he was a little bit more preachy, asking them questions and stuff about, not necessarily their religion, but just like certain things like, about sinning, not sinning and all that stuff, he'll see you in hell if, and all that stuff. Well, no, he'll basically say you will be in hell and he going, to heaven, which is crazy.
All
So
right, Jaden Ivey. So here's something that you probably already know, right? You don't control anything that goes on the NBA, the NFL, MLS, MLB, NCAA. You don't control anything that goes on in any one of these leagues. Do you understand that? They pay you for your service. You don't own anything, and when they have a desire to promote Black History Month, Gay Pride Month, when they want to promote anything else in the league, cancer awareness, AIDS awareness, when they want to do that, it's them doing it. It's their money. The owners have the money to do that. They have the capital to do that. They get paid to do that. Because they get paid to do that, they're able to give you a piece of that, break you off a piece of that, or they put the money in their coffers and they save it for a rainy day for something else that they need to take care of. All right. I understand it. You're a religious guy. You believe in your Lord and Savior, your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and you want to make sure that you preach the word of God wherever you are. My nigga, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They don't give a
you
fuck
ain't
about that.
you ain't that cold to be talking that talk, and then
I don't give a fuck about how cold he is, how dope he is as a player, but they don't give a fuck about you talking about that. There was a guy named Chris Jones, also known as Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. He was a dope ass guard, way better than you ever were. He gave Mike like 30 or 40 points one night. He did that to a lot of guys. He was just a deadly jump shooter, just real crispy with his jump shot. he decided to not stand for the Star Spangled Banner,
Pledge allegiance.
the Pledge of Allegiance, or whatever you want to call it, right? He never stood for it. He would always stay in the back when they were doing, oh, say, can you see? He would be in the back. He never came out for it. And then when they start asking for him to come out for it, he would always find an excuse to go to the back. Hey, I forgot my shoes, or I don't have my mouth guard and everything like that. And then they found another way to get everything that they needed for him. And he one day wouldn't stand. I told him why wouldn't stand because I'm Muslim. I don't believe in standing for that. I don't believe that's just. I believe that's a symbol of racism and bias and prejudice and everything and bigotry in this country. So I won't stand for that. And because he stood up for that, they got rid of him. They blackballed him out the league. Craig Hodges went to the White House, right? When the Bulls won them championships. Craig Hodges refused to go to the White House. He said, "I'm not going until unless they are able to meet the demands, or they are open to the suggestion of talking to me about some things that are going on in the black community, and I would like to address those things, and I would like to have an agenda on the table to make sure we can go over those things." They blackballed Craig Hodges. Craig Hodges. Craig Hodges is still doing great work around the city of Chicago. Rich Central, Rich East, Rich South. He's doing a lot of amazing work. He had a lot of businesses up and down 80, the 7, where I stay, where I grew up. Yeah, but businesses up and down the 7. He's been instrumental and key in a lot of things that go on around the city of Chicago. But they blackballed him, and then a lot of the players from that Bulls teams or whatever it is, they act like they never knew him. Everyone turned their back on him. That's what happens. You are no different, sir. I salute you and whatever it is that you're trying to stand for, but at the same time, maybe you're just doing this shit because you just don't want to play no more. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're just doing that shit because, hey, I'm gonna say whatever I can and get the fuck up out of here. And I don't want to blow up your spot if that's what you're trying to do. But there's a better way to go about doing things. If that's truly what you believe, there's a way to go about doing it, and doing it on the side of um, having tact, being tactful about the things that you're saying, and understanding that you don't want to just rub anybody the wrong way. But if you want to rub people the wrong way, continue doing what you're doing, man. You know, uh, Jesus was a uh, Jesus was a disciple of his father. And he followed his own father's word down until his very death and resurrection. So, but he did it in a certain way, and he did it by giving good examples and preaching those examples or teaching those examples to people and enlightening them. And I won't say preaching because I don't think Jesus was preaching. He was more so of a teacher, and he gave people knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the things around them. So it's on you. It's on you, Playboy. You do it the way that you want to do it. It's the ball's in your court. The NBA gonna move on with you or without you. They don't need you. You just one less dude that they gotta look out for and put on their salary cap. So I'm done. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I was thinking that also. I was like, maybe he's probably want to get off the Bulls and just like get released. Like, or I mean, he could have
Could
probably
be.
went another way about that, but like he said, oh, they could have just been like, hey, we don't agree with his stance on these LGBTQ rants or any religious expression that he has, and could have kept it at that. But they definitely just cut him. So I don't know what the Bulls is doing. Like they just their ownership and just front office just seems not to know what they're doing at all.
Yeah, but the other part is that we know the Bulls organization is just whack, period. And also we don't know what players he offended that are down low or in the closet or whatever it is that don't want people to know that they are gay or they are gay and they just don't want to hear that rhetoric or banter while they in the locker room getting dressed and everything like that. So we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, man. We not there. But Jaden Ivey, wasn't he supposed to be like one of the up and coming guys for the
Yeah,
league?
like we traded for him for I don't even know who we traded. I think Kevin Hurt or somebody.
Uh-huh.
But I never saw the hype behind him. I couldn't see why people were so hyped to get him, or like I don't see what it is that they keep saying he's like going to be a good player, or like at least like a
Mm-hmm.
all star type player. I don't see that. Maybe a good
Mm-hmm.
supporter, like role support, role player, but
Mm-hmm.
I never saw anything special from him. He looked okay
Mm-hmm.
as a bull, and he averaged what 18 his freshman or sophomore year as at Detroit, and then lost some minutes last year when you get a better team, better players,
Mm-hmm.
i.e., why he's not wasn't playing as much. And
Bang
then
bang.
the couple games he played for us, he looked average at best, really, and got
Keith
ended up
really
getting
want to
hurt.
say Keith really wanted to say that you weak as hell, but he trying not to say it.
Listen, in the nicest way, in the most nicest way, I'm saying
You really trying to say you weak as hell.
he's a bum ass nigga. But
Say it
no,
one more time.
he was a bum ass nigga. No, I mean like I just never saw what everybody else saw about him. But like these comments that last few days and just like his tweets the last week or whatever don't help this case at all. And it's a chance that there's a possibility that notes other teams will look at him, but I think somebody will give
Oh,
us.
my guy, don't worry about it. You got your walking papers. That's what you wanted. That's what you wanted because if that's not what you wanted, you would have done this in a better way. You'd have done it in a smoother way to not ruffle the feathers of everybody. But here's the best part: if you're really serious about it, we noticed that you've been on the line for the past couple of days, and you keep tweeting about it, and you keep saying things, leaving messages, and you're making videos about it. So if that's really what you want to do, continue doing what you think is best for you, brother. Salute.
Nick Young was like, "Shit, man. If you want to get back into the league, man, you want to just say you gay." I was like, I'm gay. That's why I was talking all that crazy stuff on a Monday night, Monday morning, thinking about gay niggas. I'm like, yeah, you are
Well, you gonna have to do something,
down low,
You gonna have to,
down low.
and if you don't say that, you're gonna have to hold a press conference with was it Jason or Jaron Collins or one of those guys, and
Right,
and
both
give
of
him
them.
a
Well, no,
right,
it's only one, my bad.
and give him a hug or something like that, and apologize for your behavior, and hope that God forgive you for your sins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
gotta get John Amici in there too.
you gonna have to do something, brother. You gonna have to do something, cause you've made a mess for yourself. But like I said. Maybe this is what the route that he want to go, and maybe he's about to start doing some missionary work. Maybe that's important to him, or
Right. If you're gonna
may
go all the way through with this religious stuff, go all the way through it. Might as well just go ahead and just do that. Become a church man, father.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just
Supposedly he
want
said his
maybe he just want to get up out of there.
supposedly he said his I don't know if his wife or his girl hasn't responded to him all this, so she must either like I don't know what this man on right now, or he losing the bag right now, so he probably gonna jet up
Mm-hmm.
off on him and find
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yep. If they have if they had like a group house, she probably told one of them, "Yo, I'm ready to go with y'all whenever y'all ready to leave, because I can't be with dudes." So I mean, it's on him. It's on you, homeboy. You did it. It's your mess now. Now you got to figure out the way to clean it up.
I mean, he
You know
been
what I
showing
mean?
signs about like this happening because he's like, the old Ji or J Nivey is no longer me. I'm a new man. And all this, I didn't know how deep he got meant by that. Like, as far as like mentally and just like like, religious, emotionally and all that stuff. So, this man, he really spazzing out. I mean, not spazzing out because everybody say he should get help. I'm like, maybe this is just him. Maybe he's that religious. He's like, all right, I can't steal for this shit. This is somebody who just probably eye awakening to some stuff and just like, all right, question everything. And
Or what if this happened? Maybe he saw some stuff that he didn't like or scared him, and now he's caught the Holy Ghost, and he just wants
mhm,
to he wants to
spread the
fall. Yeah, he wants to just spread that and let people know that there's a better way and a better choice for you. And that could have been a thing. Maybe he saw something one night. Maybe he was hanging out with a group of guys, and they went to a house, and when he walked in, there was a bunch of butt naked men walking around with their dicks out, swinging from side to side, and they were doing crazy things. Right? Maybe
that
that
that make
happened.
you that make you go
Maybe that
crazy too. Like
happened.
what?
Yeah. Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah,
hold
Jesus.
it, where's my
Yeah,
Bible?
yeah, I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, Latter-day Saints, Seventh Day Adventists, and all that.
It's just
You know, he just
when you get to like it'd be funny to me when people get to like damning you though. It's just like oh now you like you sending this stuff like bro, why are you just doing a line of coke off a girl's booty hole?
But here's the thing about again, this is the thing I say about religion. The Bible specifically says if you damn somebody, you are also damning yourself. So if you condemn me to hell, you say you go to hell, are you going to hell for what you're doing?
We gonna be in that motherfucker together with
Yeah, because you threw the
gasoline
blame on me.
draws.
Yeah, gasoline draws on. Yeah, with a gasoline cap on. So because you damn me, you condemn me, you got to go with me because it was you who gave me that sentence, and you weren't
Like
supposed to judge me. Judge, and was it be not judge? You weren't supposed to do that. Like that wasn't, but that's not something for you to do. But
That's
Jaden
where
Ivey, man, J.I., whatever you want to call it, he said Jivey.
J.I. is the weakest probably nickname or
J.I.
abbreviation.
That shit would have been cold if that motherfucker would have turned out dope. If he would have turned out as a
If he
dope
was
ass
cold, that's what I'm
basketball
saying.
player, he'd
Like
have been cold. J.I. would have been cold.
J.I. Oh,
Right. Because
you
I
saw
thought
J.I.
Brandon
last night?
Brandon Ingram, when they was calling him B.I., I'm like, he getting there. He getting there. He getting there. He need a couple more seasons of consistently balling where he hit that 25, 26 point mark.
Bubba started to call him Bi,
Yeah,
but
he was B.I. for a nice minute. B.I.,
I,
B.I.
I always thought like even the rapper Ti name. I know his name is Tip for real, but like
Mhm.
him for him to short it to Ti, I'm like, how you get that to work?
Because it was already Q-Tip, right?
Yeah,
So you can't be walking into the same offices and they go, hey, tip, 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 tip. And you just showed up. And I've been making hip hop since the 80s and the 90s. Where you come from, right? So
yeah.
you can't show
I'm
up talking
just
about that and
I'm just
using that
surprised
name.
he didn't just go a whole different way. Like he could have went with another name. Like he could have been the first real Clifford in the rap game. Cliff,
Nah, nah,
the
he
rapper.
wasn't going. Nah, he ain't going no cliff. So what happened was he said, I'll be Ti to y'all, to the public and to the record label, and then when I'm around my homies, everybody just know me as Tip, and it just stay that way. So that's how that happened. But
That's kind of like that story. I don't know if you watch Club 520 with Jeff T. He was saying when he got to the Boston Celtics, his initials is JT, so everywhere else he's been it's been JT. When he gets to the Boston Celtics, it's motherfucking Jason Tatum is
yeah,
JT.
yeah,
So they started, the coach had wrote down Jet. He's like, who the fuck is Jet? He's like, you Jet, like your name is Jet now, cause like we can't have two JTs on the
yeah.
court,
And
like
you're
two
not
one.
getting that JT. You ain't getting that JT. You ain't that guy. You
So
ain't
it's
that guy.
crazy.
But let it be known for those who don't know, go look up Jeff Teague highlights. He could hoop.
In college, he was he was,
He
he
was
was
a
a dog.
hooper. Shit, even in his first 4, 5, 6 years in the league,
Yeah,
in the NUBA, in the NBA, the
I keep
association, he was nice.
I keep forgetting his like first like real like minutes came against Derrick Rose in the playoffs in the second round at Atlanta Hawks. Like he wasn't starting that year. He was a
No, I
rookie.
think he got his ass buzzed by D Rose too.
He,
But
I mean, in the first, I mean, in that game, he in the series he did, but like for a dude that come off the bench that wasn't starting all year, and
mm-hmm.
because I think it was either Kirk Heinrich that got hurt or somebody got hurt that was the point guard originally. I think Mike Bibby one of them,
Mm,
and Derrick Rose, put up 44 points in that first game, I think,
mm-hmm.
something like that on him. So
Yeah, Jeff T, you was dope as a basketball player, man. For real, that stretch that you had of being able to play out there with the rest of the Atlanta Hawks with Joe Johnson, what's my man Jay Smooth and everything like that. Like
yeah,
you had a decent run out there, bro. Salute to you. Salute to the whole Club 520 podcast and everything like that too. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So.
What next? What else we got on tap, man? With
You
you.
know, they just announced some Hall of Fame nominees. Actually, you got motherfucking Amari Stoudemire has been,
Mmm.
in the nominees or to be inducted. I think it's Doc Rivers. So you have to be retired from. I guess he is a player. As a player, he is, but like, I guess he's including coaching career. Yeah, I guess you give him that.
Would
And
you
then,
hire Doc Rivers as a coach for your basketball team?
right
I wouldn't let that nigga near my basketball team, bro. I wouldn't even do it.
now, like, especially the way he handles Milwaukee Bucks, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, nice little thing rolling with the Clippers, but it's like,
He was
like
dirty. They said he was dirty macking with the Bucks. He's on the time. If it was me running things, this is how I would do it. This is how I would do it. And they got rid of Adrian Griffin, who had them on a hell of a run that season without the coach that they originally had. And he had them motherfuckers balling. They was playing defense. They was doing the offense was running well out there on a basketball court. And they got rid of him because a motherfucker named Doc Rivers was going behind the scenes saying, you know what, if it was me, I would do it this way. I would do it that way. You was dirty macking this nigga, man. Got him out there. We don't know if Adrian Griffin gonna ever get a job like that ever fucking again because somebody like you is a fucking hater, bro. I don't even like that shit, man. Adrian Griffin was doing that team well, bro. They were
yeah,
doing well, bro.
I don't know. I still don't know what made them do
Say
that.
they
'Cause, like,
wasn't before I still off on your motherfucker.
they was. number one seed or two, like these top three seed, like they literally had a good record. They started off slower than they probably wanted expected with him, but like they still got like a nice little lead eventually, like 34 and like let's say 15 or something like that, which is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
not bad at all. Like you pretty sitting pretty good, and to
yeah.
let
That
him
was
go
a
for Doc Rivers.
Doc
It was, I
Rivers,
mean,
man.
definitely a little bit. I think the owners definitely saw that. Like, we could use Doc Rivers. He did, had these players, and done this before.
Fuck out of here, man.
But 'cause that's the only time he really good when you do have like great players on his team
He
to
had really great
mask
players.
his.
They won a championship based on the three guys that they had. They had some really great role players on that Boston team. You know what I'm
Like you have
saying?
to.
And after that, that was it for them. That 1 year, they came back and tried to do it again. So they had like two or three
But
good years. And after that, it was a wrap because those guys, no disrespect to y'all, because y'all legends in the game, seasoned guys. But you guys are just older at that point. You know what I'm saying? And you had given basketball all your time and energy. So all your best years were behind you. And then after that, we seen what happened with Boston and everything. Like there was no revamp, no remodel, no redo, no refurbishing of that team or whatever. Then this motherfucker end up over here again with the fucking Milwaukee Bucks. He did okay with the Clippers, though, right?
yeah,
Man, get that bullshit out of here. That
I
weak
give
ass
him
man.
Clippers. Like he gave Clippers some of their best years for sure. It's CP3, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. That's Jamal Crawford. That's really the thing is, for him to be successful, he gotta have like legit star players on their team, like at
A
least
hundred
two or
percent.
three.
100%, bro. If he don't have guys like that on there that's gonna really go out there and get it, and he don't have,
I mean,
it's
he
not
had
gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
I mean, when he had T Mac in Orlando, like that was it though. But like you we saw you choke. When you up what 2-3-0 in the series, and
Mm,
T Mac said that goofy shit. I know what it feels like to get to the second round, and don't get to the second round until
mm,
his what 17th season with the San Antonio Spurs that lost that championship anyway.
mm.
So
Whose dumb idea was it in Orlando when Grant Hill and Tracy McGrady are already on the team? And Tim Duncan says, I want to come here. Whose dumbass idea was it with the Orlando Magic? What GM thought it was a great idea to tell that man that he cannot bring his family or his wife on a jet?
supposedly, like, I don't know if it was directly Doc, but I heard that he said that to them like that's a no go. But I think
You were that fucking caught up in your ego. Yeah, fuck that guy.
I just think it was a whole rule, and he was like, "Nah, we ain't letting nobody do it." So
I guess
Doc
so.
had to be the one to be like break the news. But if the GM did it too, then y'all really just like tweet like y'all
Yeah, y'all
blessing.
tweaked out hard. Y'all lame as fuck. That let me know that y'all, like I said, we know who want to win and we know who don't want to win. Because if y'all would have wanted to win, y'all would have made sure that y'all got Tim Duncan on there, and you still worried about a guy like Grant Hill. However, you still got Tracy McGrady and you got Tim Duncan, so you good for the rest of the season as long as you got your role players doing what they're supposed to do.
That would have been a nasty little team right there. Tim Duncan,
Mm.
up and coming T Mac, established Grant Hill,
Mm-hmm.
and this kind of bogus how T Mac said that they rushed Grant Hill back like he was supposed to be back like January, but they brought him back like around September, so like a few months early or August.
Misdiagnosing that man, not knowing what was really wrong with him, saying that it was his ankle, and the whole time it was his actual the sole or the back part of the foot had collapsed inward, and it needed to be fixed, but no one had actually paid attention to the back part of the foot or whatever. So, a misdiagnosis cost him pretty much the effective best part of his career and everything.
That's crazy how I was talking about the Hall of Fame, and we talk about Doc Rivers. It led to a rabbit hole of
I'm
just
sorry, man, Doc
of
Rivers.
his kind of
My
failures or
bad.
like
My
no,
bad.
it's just funny. I was
My
like,
bad.
damn. I'm like, what were you talking about? And I was like, oh yeah, but
My bad.
but no, man. Like when I hired Doc Rivers, it depends on what type of team I got. If it's a young team, no. If it's got 2, 3 players that's
You got to be a veteran squad, right?
yeah on the last little probably leg.
He said on their last list. God damn. That don't sound no better. Shit, man. If I got a veteran squad on their last legs, I'm gonna hire Doc Rivers. You know, he can get the best out of them guys. You know, or he gonna kill him in the back in the stable or some shit like that.
I mean, he lucked up on the Boston job. Like shit.
She ain't no telling how he got that motherfucking job, but it's all love.
And then we got I can't say Chicago on, but Naperville's own Candace Parker going to Hall of Fame. So I will give her that. She
Salute to
when I
Candace Parker.
when I was growing up in high school and grammar school, I remember her, dunking, being the one of the first ladies, actually be cold and cute. The suit double C's, triple C's, cold, cute, and a cunt. Nice playing. Uh, no, but
Yo,
Candace,
you out for that one.
no, she cool as hell. Like I'm just mad. Like I loved her. Like she was pretty, and Cole Hooper, like one of the great scopes. But she had a baby by Sheldon Williams, big head ass. Like you,
Yeah, Sheldon Williams had
those
a motherfucking deformed ass head, man. It looked like somebody kicked the football into his head.
man,
Like that
you
boy
ever
was mixed with alien or some shit.
you ever seen the episode of The Simpsons where they had Daryl Strawberry and his shit was just like muffed
Yeah,
up? I'm like,
yeah. He looked like he was motherfucking mixed with alien or some shit.
Alien and Predator. Fuck you mean? He just
Man,
like
all that shit.
eyes like he had some brandy eyes, Norwood
Yeah,
eyes and shit.
yeah,
Staring the opposite side of you and shit.
yeah. I don't
That was
know.
the one thing. That was the only thing. Like I was like, damn, she kind of lame for that. But
That was her boo. That was her boo. Back above her boo at the
and
time.
now she with the LGBTQ community.
He
So
didn't get it correct because they said it was his fault that that happened, but I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there.
that's crazy. You make your girl turn gay, and so, some narcissistic person can be like, oh, I'm the last nigga she was with. Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
you
the
a
last.
lame if you yuck. Yuck.
I was so good. She couldn't even fuck with no other nigga. She was
That
no
means
gay.
that you weren't that good, my G. If you go back and if you want to go back and look at the tape, it means that you weren't that good. But salute to Candace Parker, man, for holding it down for Naperville, representing for the state of Illinois, being a great hooper, being a all-star and an NBA champion as well for the Chicago Sky. Is that correct?
Yeah, she brought us our only championship as a team to Chicago Sky. So shout out to her for sure. That's why I can't never like disrespect her. Like from Tennessee to LA Sparks to Chicago, then she went to Vegas to win another championship. So she got what, three championships now?
I
Maybe
don't know
four.
what it is. I don't know how many it is, but she was dope. She's dope.
Yeah, and then yeah, another Elena De La Don. She actually played for Chicago Sky when they were first making the team, and then she got like I forgot what, not I ain't gonna say disease, but like a little some type of thing where she barely like, she plays throughout the season, but like some games she got to miss because of a condition. But I don't want to say it mispronounce it, or I don't know what it is and forget what it.
Sound like you already gonna fuck it
Yeah, I
up.
mean it's already fucked up, but I don't remember what it was. But I don't want to say it and then be like it not be that.
Well, we since we don't know what it is, we're gonna skip on past that. God bless her and may she continue to have good health and be in great spirits as well. Because I don't know what it is. I'm not sure, and I don't want to mess that up my damn self. All right, you ain't gonna have me out here saying something that ain't real. All right. What's next, brother? Who next?
Uh,
Who next? Who else
Actually,
on Hall of Fame?
who is they ain't seen nobody else as of right now, but I'm sure they have a couple more players, a couple more coaches and stuff being there. I'm trying to think. Thought I saw some other names going in there, but I ain't write them down. But who you got in the final four? Like between Illinois and UConn, Michigan, and Arizona. Who
Michigan,
you
Arizona. I got Arizona. Um, UConn, Illinois. I got UConn. Those are my picks.
yeah.
Oh, look, he gonna go mark it down. God, dog, you gonna mark it down. This motherfucker here.
I'm gonna go with Illinois. Kill Illinois for my
Illinois.
pick.
Drillinois, you going with
Illinois, yeah.
Drillinois?
And I'm gonna go. I mean, I'm gonna stick with Arizona. Michigan I ain't gonna lie. They looked good their last game, and they got some big motherfucker on that team. So, ooh, that's gonna be tough. And I like Michigan. I like big go blue.
I
So
like Michigan too, man.
I
I'm over
just
here rooting for him because I'm still thinking about Jawan Howard, and he been gone for like 2 or 3 years
oh
already.
yeah,
I'm over
yeah,
here like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, big dog, yeah, yeah, represent that blue and gold because he also went to the VCBS, So I'm rooting for him and everything. And then I went with they showed the coach, somebody named Dusky Hatch, Dusky Dirt or something like. Who the fuck is dude, man? Like I don't know who this guy is, man. Like get him the fuck out of there. Like, no, that's a coach, bro. That's the actual coach for the team. I was like, oh no, no, we can't be doing that. Where Jay at? Where JH at, man? He said, no, he went back to the NBA. Shit. Oh man. Damn, family.
Damn.
Volunteers, the Tennessee Volunteers supposed to beat y'all motherfucking ass had I known that.
Yeah. Um, good luck with that. All right, let's do some quick little start bitch cuts for right now.
Hey, I got a question for you. Do you think that Shannon Sharp is doing cocaine when he on doing his podcast?
Shannon Sharp.
Yeah, do you ever see him go off to the side? He like, and he always come back and go,
I mean,
hmm? Am
I
I
hope not.
tripping? Is it
He could be.
Primatine Mist? Is it Claritin? What is it?
It could be. You know, he's getting a little older up there, but I don't know.
They doing a show late at night. You know, he gotta stay up. He gotta stay up.
We put. Yeah, you're right about that.
He
They wait
probably
till
gotta get up in the morning. He
they
probably
wait
gotta
till
get up
all
in
the
the
games
morning.
is over, and then
And they doing that show late at night, you know what I'm saying? So it's probably 11:30, 12 o'clock when they get you to tune in for it, right? So there
it's
it
a
is.
possibility.
It's a
But
possibility. But I don't know. I'm just saying, I be seeing him dip off.
okay.
And he do like that. And he's like, yeah, but ISO, yeah, Ocho, yeah, but see, that's what a polecat or the, and he be doing that. I'm like, yeah. And then his eye, no, I ain't gonna say nothing else. But maybe you see it, maybe you don't. Maybe I be tripping, bro. Maybe I be tripping. Let me
How'd
know
you?
what you see.
I mean, I'll let you know if I'm definitely gonna keep eye on.
I
I
just seen
mean,
I saw him do it on two recent ones, man. I'm like, yo, that's like the second or third one, two or three. I done seen him do that on, man. I'm like, all right, bro.
that's some must be some A1 Perico then. It's like
Man, it's just
I
late
need
at
to.
night. It's 11 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? You stand up. You trying to get this done. You got people at your house. You got producers. You got people that's watching the comments. You got all this going on in your house. So ain't no telling what situation he got going on up in there. And he probably stay up. He probably work on something else. He probably go work out. Ain't no telling what he doing. He probably having a little drink too. So ain't no telling. Ain't no telling.
When the Remy's in the system, ain't no
No
telling.
telling when I did some that's for David Allen. I'm a pimp by
I
blood,
mean,
not relation.
after what he did on the camera on Instagram, with I forgot what's her name, Michelle or some shit.
He ain't do nothing, man. That was just some audio. That's some audio that they played. Wasn't nothing really happening with that stuff. I told y'all that, man. They just played some audio to get that man some views. That's all. That man went and ran it up and got himself $100 million, and then got it took from him by a girl that he was out here allegedly playing around with. So
I ain't talking that girl. Yeah, I ain't. He lost money with that the white girl, but the girl he called on IG humping on, they was like, ooh,
yeah,
ooh,
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right
ooh.
there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Back it up, back it on up. Give it to me now. Give it to me. Give it to me. That was just all audio, bro. I could have done
Yeah,
that. I could get on there right now. Oh my god. Oh yeah.
Kid enough.
There you go. There.
Okay.
Yeah. There it is right there. Ken Connell from Connecticut. Two
Mm.
tone. Oh my god. Oh, you're about to be two tone painted. Yeah. Same stuff. Same stuff. Anyway, let's keep on moving. We ain't got to talk about no Ken Connell from Connecticut, man. What's left? What's left?
Let's get a quick start bench cut.
Oh
Few
shit.
players, few just
Hey,
kick it
Q
off.
Rich, D Miles. This was my idea. This is his idea, man. I ain't got nothing to do with this. That was the first time I heard about it, but we gonna go ahead and do it. He's stealing y'all stuff. I ain't had nothing to do
It's
with this.
everywhere. I've seen this on
I
multiple platforms, and
don't
actually, it's
know.
been a thing actually for a while now. I ain't gonna
Okay, cool.
lie. QBs. You got John Elway,
Mm. Start
Peyton
bench
Manning,
cut. Mm-hmm.
Patrick Mahomes. Start bench cut.
Mm.
These are multiple.
Start bench cut. Starting Patrick Mahomes.
Yep. Yep. Who you
You ain't
bench?
seen John Elway cutting
Peyton Manning.
yeah,
I actually got the same thing. I would say the same because
yeah, you got the
I,
same thing?
I I was never like a big Peyton Manning guy, but since he was that's the another thing that he was very limited mobility, so like he had to be great on the throwing and making sure everybody's in line intact. But I mean, I feel
I like Peyton Manning for to be 6'5", 6'5", 6'6", 230, 240 pounds, be able to see over the O line, be able to get the ball down the field the way he did. The receivers he had Reggie Wayne, Marvin Harrison. He had a talented receiver core, and Edge was a crazy running back. He had a great cast of guys around him. Um, and I saw him win from not just the coach, but then he went to Denver and he won in Denver as well. So there's nothing wrong with him, but the OG in Denver is John Elway. So I'm gonna stay there and say that he played it. Yeah, I'm gonna stay right there.
I mean, I ain't gonna go this route as far as diminishing the man Peyton Manning, but like I'm gonna be real, his two Super Bowls low key kind of fluky. Like I
I was
mean,
trying
the
to stay
first
away from that
first one, I'm salty because he beat the Bears to win the first one.
for sure, for
But
shit
like
show.
you beat Rex Grossman to get that one, even though you barely beat him. Like from the kickoff with Devin Hanson running that bitch back on the first play, I thought it was over right there. But like, yeah, we just had Rex Grossman at the wrong time. The second one though, he won the second one because Von Miller was going crazy on the Cam Newton and the Panthers defense.
Made that man
Like that
second
that,
guess his life.
but that whole year in that playoffs, he was trash. Like he was not good. And also, since when you question Tom Brady's GOAT, status or with the Spygate and the Deflategate.
I did. That was me.
Did anybody question like that my Peyton Manning came back and when he came to the Broncos and threw for 50 touchdowns after
A
having
broken neck.
broken neck and not having the best year before that and not to say the best year but like he just went throwing 50 touchdowns and then the decline the next year.
They say it could have been steroids. Some say it was steroids. Others were saying that it wasn't steroids. He had stem cell research. He had stem cells done to him on the back of his neck, and around his spine. So whatever that nerve tissue was, they worked on it to make sure that he was okay. But again, that year after that, he wasn't the best guy, and he had to retire after that, right? Or am I wrong?
Pretty much, yeah. After that Super Bowl, the second one, that was it. That was the Marshall ran off into the sun, walked
Mm-hmm.
off. But
Mm-hmm.
he played shit in that game. Those playoff games leading to that, like he wasn't looking like Peyton Manning. So I just throw that out there just to be a little hater, but he's also a great. Like he has some of the best, most yards, most touchdowns,
Yep.
games, passes thrown.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So I respect. He was one of the best quarterbacks of all time, as far as like is that's smart and just know what run the offense and stuff. Yeah, but
Yeah, legendary in his own right. I don't want to take nothing away from him too much, but there are some things that are sketchy about that. But I mean, we all human, man. There's gonna be sketchy things about every person on every level, everywhere, man. So, um, but I do know start bench cut. I'm going Mahomes, Elway, and I'm going Manning at the end.
I want
You
to watch
dig
that.
me? You dig me?
I want to watch that Elway documentary. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be good. All right.
You still ain't watched that? I thought you watched it by now, man.
No, cause like I feel like some of that stuff be like hand in hand. 'Cause, like I watched the Cowboys documentary, so I feel like they're gonna talk about that a little bit. Like some of the same point of views with him. But like I just like his some about his like come up. I like a lot though. Like he's
Man, I think he ended up living a dope fly ass life. You know what I'm saying? In the end, when you see him sitting on the dock with his family and at the like the cabin home, that shit cold. And it pan out and it's him with his kids and his grandkids and everything. It's like I did all of this. You know what I'm saying? I got everything. And so when I die, like you see it. You know what I'm saying? It pans out. It's like yo, that's cold as fuck, bro. For it to pan out like that, and then you realize like he did everything for that. You know what I'm saying? Like all the injuries. I sacrifice my marriage, my relationship with my kids, just so y'all can have this lifestyle and y'all never have to go back. Y'all never have to say that y'all didn't have anything, bro. Like, yeah, I was obsessed with playing the game and I wanted to be one of the greatest players to ever play this game. I wanted to play at a high level. But in the end, I did all this at the same time. Let the record show that you all would never want for anything ever in life again. Ever.
That's
I think
good.
it's dope. I think it's dope, man. When you get a chance to watch it, man, for everybody out there, man, check out that John Elway documentary on Netflix if it's still there. I think it's a dope
And I'm
piece.
tripping. I said Dallas Cowboys. I meant so I watched the
Denver
Troy Aikman.
Broncos.
I was thinking about the Troy Aikman joint with and then the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm not watching nothing with no Troy Aikman on it right now.
All right, we got running backs, start, bench cut,
Star bench cut with running backs. Let's go.
Le'Veon Bell,
Le'Veon Bell.
LaShawn McCoy,
I kind of knew that was coming.
Adrian Peterson.
Start bench cut.
These some of the smoothest, best runners I've seen
Adrian, all day AP.
starting.
Starting. Coming off the bench is McCoy. And then Le'Veon, do what you got to.
I mean, I feel like Adrian Peterson is the best running back I've seen with my physical eyes, and I actually just knew some college that he would be cold. Sean got some fast feet, man. He's
Shady
one of
McCoy.
yeah, he got some of the quickest feet and like smoothest like spins. It's a great runner. Got hella yards. Um, but man, Le'Veon Bell, I feel like that's your that will besides Adrian Peterson will be your prototypical of like running back. Like he just strength, quickness, and he ran like it was just so smooth. Like it's like he was not even running. He was just like kind of just like fake, just walking, just like taking steps. He was patient though. He was patient behind the line, like tiptoe, and then be gone. Shoot the shell, left, right, boom, spin off you.
I hear you,
But
but the thing about it for me is Adrian Peterson. This is a guy who had like 3 or 4 surgeries on his ACL on both legs, from college to the pros. And every time he took the field after that, he came back stronger and just as or the same. Like it's not like he lost much of a step. Like Adrian Peterson was just a dog at every point that I saw him until he
yeah,
went to Washington and they weren't using him as much. But dude was cold. He was cold. So I'm taking AP all day. All day AP, my fault. All day Adrian Peterson, Shady McCoy off the bench, and then Le'Veon Bell. As good as you are, give me some. I'm gonna trade you for some offensive linemen or some cornerbacks or something like that.
or a nickel bag with the one.
Nah.
Now, wide receivers, and it's kind of like a low key, like a 6 degree separation in a way. DeAndre Hopkins,
Oh man.
Andre Johnson,
Okay, Andre Johnson. All right, Houston.
Larry Fitzgerald,
Larry Fitzgerald.
start,
Wow,
bench, cut.
wow, wow. You kind of kept it down there, huh? Wow.
They always connected somehow to each other as far as either teammate or one of the best receivers at that in their time at that time.
Give
They
me Andre Johnson.
kind of always, huh?
Give me Andre Johnson starting.
Andre, oh, okay,
Give me Andre
respect.
Johnson starting. The other two are Larry Fitzgerald and who?
DeAndre Hopkins, Houston Texans, and then Arizona
Oh,
Cardinals.
yeah. I'm
Great
good.
catch
I'm good.
radius,
I'm good.
quick,
Give me D
long.
Hop. Give me D Hop and then Larry. Give me Fitz at the end. Fitz wherever he gonna go, he gonna end up producing. So if it ain't with me, it's gonna be with somebody else.
You true about that? I'd probably go. But that's tough.
Mm-hmm.
But like I mean, Larry Fitz like had everything like as a receiver you want, like speed, quickness, and toughness.
Yeah.
But Andre Johnson was a monster himself, a beast himself, and he'll beat your ass on the field.
Yeah.
Actually, what's that
Yeah.
boy name? And then DeAndre Hopkins, he just had great, catch radius, could jump really fast when he was younger.
Rarely ever dropped a pass. Rarely
Rarely.
ever dropped a pass until now when people aren't really passing the ball or they're passing the ball late. So
And now he think he had a conversation with himself like, hey dog, you ain't what you used to be. So don't be saying, Lamar and them didn't get you the ball like you should have, or you got a certain amount of plays in the red zone only.
hmm
You can't get off that that release like you used to, or like burst as a young receiver these do.
So they
Or
say sometimes I don't think it's him. I think it's just a play that they drawn up. They just missing him. But that's just me. That's me talking
that's
shit.
true.
Cause I like Hop. I ain't gonna even put no smut on his name like that. I think he dope.
And but some of these guys when they get to a certain age
Can't get
and
to it. They can't get to that spot. I hear you. I hear
it's
you.
just it's just
Come with the gang, baby. Comes with the
yeah.
gang, baby.
All right, we got keep it football. We're gonna switch it up for a couple more on this one. All right, we got Mike Vick. I want to know if you Lamar Jackson,
Okay.
Cam Newton,
Hmm.
start bench cut.
Lamar Jackson, Mike Vick, Cam Newton.
Um, Mike Vick,
So
Lamar Jackson. Three did like they all changed. They all changed the game, but like differently in a way, but the same difference basically. Like literally the same player in a way, but different.
Mike Vick, Lamar Jackson, Cam Newton. Start, bench, cut. All right. So how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go Cam,
He started.
starting Cam. You can cut Lamar.
Oh shit!
You can
You can
cut
cut.
Lamar. You can cut Lamar.
And Mike Vick just off GP just because what he did for the league game. Shit, I
I
think
ain't,
his
I ain't,
first,
I ain't, I ain't saying nothing. I'm not gonna even tell you why I'm keeping Mike Vick.
his
But
first, I think his first playoff game was against the Packers and he beat them. Brett Favre.
I ain't saying nothing. All I'm saying is Cam Newton gonna be there and Mike Vick gonna be on the team.
Now
That's it.
I'm just surprised that like we pretty much had the same starts. I thought you was gonna go a different, not different route, but like just be
Purple.
just a different. But
You thought I was
Cam,
gonna do that?
nah, I think gonna go Mike Vick maybe. But
No.
I'm a like a Cam guy. Like he out of all of it, he the only one that went to the Super Bowl.
There you go. There you
He
go.
was just a monster and a beast at the same time. Like motherfuckers want to try and tackle him.
No.
This man was
No.
flipping over motherfuckers. He was
And
dancing
I think
over.
that's one of the things that wrecked his career because he got a little bit too caught up in the hype of trying to run guys over. And after a while, just take his hips out.
I can see you saying that. If I feel like he had a number one receiver at any point, I mean, Steve still was on kind of like get on the older side when he got there as a rookie.
I'm saying the same thing. If you so comfortable with just running guys over and taking off and running downfield, but you don't have the weapons to throw it to, that's what you're gonna end up doing. And you
Yeah,
had Steve Smith for a while, but there's only so much Steve Smith can do, right? While he out there on the field, and they didn't have the best rapport while he was
right.
there because the way that Steve Smith was talking to him, Cam wasn't able to receive the message because Cam thought it was about him trying to put him down and make him seem like he was a little boy or whatever. And it wasn't that. He was just saying like, yo, if you're gonna be on this field, you got to be a gamer at all times, bro. Like we don't waste no time out here on this field. That's all he was trying to do. Like, yo, if you're gonna be out here, you the leader, you the head guy. You got to make this thing work while you out here. Like, bro, we go how you go. You are the motion. So, um, yeah, I'm riding with Cam on that one for sure, for sure. I'm staying with Cam, no doubt about it.
All right.
Cam, Mike Vick, and then Lamar Jackson. You can go ahead and trade them for some pieces.
And Lamar, big trust. We ride with you, but you
Fuck what
guys.
you trust, but on this one, man, you got to sit this one out, bro. I want the best for you, and since you're not gonna be starting, I might as well get you off the team and put you somewhere where you can go and get you some tick. You did.
I'm like, all right, okay, cool. All right. Start bench cut. Tim Duncan,
Mm,
Dirt and the Whiskey,
mm,
Kevin Garnett.
mm. In
Star
that
bench
order.
cut.
In that order.
Star bench cut.
In that order.
So we cutting KG.
In that order.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you tried to reintegrate that man back in here, man. I'm taking Dirk this time, man. I had. Listen here, man. I remember that. I was watching that episode the whole time while I was cutting up videos that I posted and invited you to collab on, and you ain't collab. So I sat back and I watched that episode of you doing the King of the Hill, and I had Rashid for the longest a long time.
Definitely had a right.
Right until you got to the end, and you said I think you said KG, and then you went Dirk Nowitzki, and I said any other day I pick Dirk, but today I'm riding with Rashid because Rashid was just as good as a lot of them guys was. But on this one right here, I'm going with Dirk. I'm going with Dirk. You know what I'm saying? So mine would be Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki. Start and bench, and then y'all can get rid of. You know what I'm saying? We can find another way to deal with KG.
Okay, all right. Oh, they actually supposed to be having the Jailblazer documentary. I think it's on Netflix. I think.
Oh, really? I didn't know
But
that.
yeah, Rasheed Wallace, Damon started my own. Gonna be talking about it,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is crazy. Like what shit they called them Jailblazer for? They wasn't really nothing
No,
worth
they
with
wasn't on
jail.
none. That was just to make them look bad, make it seem like they need to break the team up and say bad things about them. The league, man, the reporters, they do stuff like that. I don't know if that's their job, but they pussy like that. Like when they don't like a player on the team, when they don't like certain things that's going on with the team or whatever, they'll do stuff like that to make you look bad.
Yeah.
And as a player, you just have to accept that shit and keep on going and keep on being a better person than them because they ain't gonna do nothing but just try to make you look bad anyway. That's why they there.
True,
That's what
true,
they
true.
there for. Pussy. They pussy anyway, so it just
Let's
is what
see.
it is. That they are. I mean, we know that, right? They pussy.
Something wrong with the pussy.
Mm.
All right, star bitch cut baseball style.
Mm-hmm.
Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr.,
Mm-hmm.
Frank Thomas, star bench cut.
Barry Bonds, Ken Griffey Jr., Frank Thomas. In that order.
In that order. In that order.
In that order. Keep it just like that. I wouldn't change nothing about that order. Nothing.
Barry Bonds is crazy. All right. Now it's King of the Hill shooting guard style edition. We finally, got to the Kings of Kings. Let's see who survived the longest in this shooting guard. King of the
Let's do
Hill.
it. Let's do it. Who we starting it off? Because I'm let's take some heads. Let's take some heads. I'm riding
Got
spinners. I'm riding spinners.
Eddie Jones.
Oh, that's my G. I'm about to pick him over everybody. Y'all, you might as well just go ahead and give it up.
Gotcha.
That's my guy. Number 6 for the Lakers was crazy, and then he went to Miami.
Mm-hmm. Eddie Jones
Yep.
or Allen Houston.
Oh, I'm picking Eddie Jones over everybody, even Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So Eddie Jones or Allen Houston. One guy, Eddie Jones, was more athletic. He had a decent jump shot, decent 3-point shot, and he was a good defender or a great defender over Allen Houston, who could shoot the pill pretty well too. Man, give me Eddie. Give me number 6.
EJ.
Yep,
EJ.
yep. Give me number 6.
All right,
Give
cool.
me number 6.
Eddie Jones or
Mm-hmm.
Steve Smith.
Eddie Jones or Steve Smith. Give me Steve. Give me Eddie. Number 6.
Eddie Jones
Mm-hmm.
or Jerry Stackhouse.
Stackhouse started with the Philadelphia 76ers. Played with Allen Iverson. Didn't like the way that was going. So he asked him to trade him. He ended up in Detroit and had a decent career in Detroit. He was playing with Grant Hill right up until Grant Hill got hurt. Give me Eddie Jones.
Mm-hmm. Mm, 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 mm. All right.
You hurt,
Eddie Jones
hurt, hurt,
or
hurt.
Michael Redd.
Eddie Jones or Michael Redd? Oh man.
Lucky Lefty. Gangster. Effler. It's in my ancestry.
Slingshot. Let me get slingshot. Let me get Michael Redd.
Michael Redd.
Yeah.
Take it down, Eddie Jones.
Michael Redd, you was cold, boy. You was one cold, dope ass basketball player, man. It's just sad that what happened to you with your knees, I believe it was, but man, you was cold. Like it wasn't nothing they could do when you spotted up coming out them picks and everything like that. It was nasty. Ugly work once he spotted up. Ugly work once that guy spotted up, bro. Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, Michael Redd or dun, 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 Klay Thompson.
Going with the red guy. I'm going red. I'm staying with red over Klay
What?
Thompson. I'm staying with Michael Red over Klay Thompson. I seen Michael. I feel like I've seen Michael Red do more than I've seen Klay Thompson.
Yeah, I
Like he had
mean,
he had some Klay had some high scoring games, but Michael Red was like a leading scorer for a team at one point, and then it was him and Ray Allen. I think they had gotten rid of some of those guys. It was like him and Ray Allen with him and Big Dog. Like he was really that guy. Like Kobe, man, yo, them battles he would have with Kobe sometimes, crazy, crazy.
crazy. Yeah. All right, Michael Redd or Brandon Roy. Brandon Roy would have been one of the coldest shooting guards ever if
We
he
never
stayed.
got to see the best of Brandon Roy, Rookie of the Year. Um, so I don't think he should be in there. But if I got to pick, I'm gonna go Michael Red just because I didn't get to see the best of Brandon Roy because his knees were so bad.
He was cold. I seen when he was healthy enough to play, and as a shooting guard, young shooting guard as a team on your team, and you leading your guys to the playoffs and hitting big shots.
And even
Play
Kobe
the
said
game,
it's hard to guard that guy.
but play the game at his pace.
Yep,
Kind
he
of
said it's
big, so
hard.
he had a little post game,
He
mid
did.
range,
He
three
said it's
pointer.
hard to guard him because he do everything so well.
So kind of like what's his name remind me of him a little bit. Dude from the Denver Nuggets, Jamal Murray, but like Jamal Murray just seemed to only show up in the playoffs. But this year he actually played a full season where he actually good, and then he might show up for the playoffs. All right, Michael Redd or Clyde the Glide Drexel.
Give me Michael Red.
I'm gonna get the fuck out the way. All right, Michael Redd
This person probably gone too.
or
Mm-hmm.
Allen Iverson.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, AI at 6 feet, 160 pounds, 165 pounds over Michael Red. Damn. Give me AI.
Mm-hmm.
Give me AI. Give me AI. The real AI. Not this
Gotcha.
analytical intelligence, but give me the real AI.
All right, we got Allen Iverson
Mm-hmm.
or Donovan Mitchell.
AI.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Uh-huh.
Allen Iverson or Devin Booker.
Sheesh. Devin Booker is a shooter, man. He's a shooter. He's a
You
scorer.
can
He's
shoot it.
part shooter. He's part scorer as well. Man, give me AI. Give me AI.
All right, this should be a good matchup right here.
Okay.
Allen Iverson or Ray Allen. Now you can go if you want to keep it strictly just college, UConn versus Georgetown, or
I'm
okay,
not. Give me Ray. Give me Ray.
Ray Allen over Allen
Yeah.
Iverson.
Give me Ray.
Ray Ray. We got Ray Allen. My bad. Or
Mm-hmm.
Reggie Miller.
Give me Ray
Reginald
Ray.
Miller.
Reginald Farnsworth Miller. Give me Ray Ray.
All right. Got Ray Allen
Mm-hmm.
or Anthony Edwards.
Ray Allen or Anthony Edwards. Give me Ray. Give me
Maybe
Ray. That jump shot deadly. Anthony
maybe
Edwards
face
can't do nothing with that.
maybe face Ray. Okay.
Anthony Edwards ain't doing nothing with that. He can't do nothing with that jump shot.
Mhm.
That's a precise game. I know what I'm getting from that guy. Anthony Edwards is cold, but he'll do some erratic stuff. You know what I mean? Here and there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he yawning. I don't want y'all to see that, so I'm talking over him.
Um, we
Mm-hmm.
got still got
Mm-hmm.
Ray Allen in this bitch.
Yep.
Okay.
Ray Ray.
Ray
Babyface
Allen
Ray.
or Kobe Bryant.
Ray Allen or Kobe Bryant. Rest in peace to the late great Kobe Bryant. That's my answer.
Gotcha.
Even though they had some great duels um, as players going against each other, especially when Ray was with Seattle Supersonics. But yeah, give me Ray Ray. I mean, give me Kobe. My bad.
All right. Kobe Bryant or Manu Ginobili.
Ooh, Manu was fire. Manu Ginobili was cold, bro. Whether he was starting to come off the bench as a six man, that was one dope ass basketball player.
Yep.
Ginobili, but I am going to ride with Cole. I got number 8. I got 824.
Kobe.
Uh-oh. See, there it is. That's why I had this on speaker, so we ain't have to see that shit. And I could just talk that one out. He's sleepy, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, I really didn't get no sleep last night. That's
You
my
need to
thing.
go ahead, do your bump on the side like dude be doing.
I've been waiting for
Yeah,
you to say something.
man, go ahead and do your bump, man. I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead and do your
No,
bump. Go ahead and fade out. Can't nobody see. I just cut the screen up.
no, I'm cool.
Go ahead and do your bump.
No, I said bump. Kobe Bryant
Mm-hmm.
or Tracy McGrady.
Tracy McGrady or Kobe Bryant.
At
Eight
one
two
point, this was
eight
a
824.
this is a legit question
Eight
and battle.
two four.
They both gave each other hell.
824. That's it.
All right. Kobe Bryant or James Harden.
824. 824.
Kobe Bryant
Mm-hmm.
or Dwayne Wade.
So we've done this before. And if you remember what I said, as far as shooting guards go in the history of the NBA, the National Basketball Association, it goes Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade. That's my answer. Kobe Bryant.
All right. You got Kobe Bryant or
Mm-hmm.
Randy Brown.
Now he got jokes. He got
No,
jokes now. Yeah, good. That's a good joke. That's a good joke, man. Get that bullshit up out of here, Randy Brown, man. Randy
Kobe
Brown
Bryant
could
or Randy
Randy
Brown
Brown could
teammate.
Randy Brown couldn't tie Kobe Bryant's shoes, man. Stop it. Stop it. He couldn't do nothing with no Kobe Bean Bryant, man. Never. Not a day. Not a day. That man couldn't even. That man could barely hit a 3-point shot. He's a good defender though. He barely could bring the ball up the court, but he could wear the hell out of some Michael Jordan shoes. But yeah, next, next,
All right, Kobe
next.
Bryant or his airness, the Black Cat, Black Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
as told by Larry Bird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Michael,
That's
Jeffrey,
mm-hmm.
Jordan.
Yes, sir. Miguel Jordan. Miguel Jordan. Yeah.
Who would you think legit 1-on-1?
One on one. Who would
Busty
win?
Taylor's ass.
No, but we are we doing King of the Hill or
Yeah,
or are we
who's
switching
better?
over?
Who better? Want just everything. Who better?
Miguel Jordan in a
Okay.
one on one in a prime.
Who wanted more?
Kobe would probably get that one on one.
Boston.
Kobe
Some
would
sh-
probably get that one on one. Once he hit Mike with uh, that crossover hood right to left. It's a bad night. I got Mike. I got Mike. Cause everything you know, young fella, where'd you get it from?
Like
Ooh.
Mike, if I can be like Mike.
That's it. That's where you got all your moves from.
Yeah,
I'm good after that. Yeah, yeah,
I respect that. I respect that.
yes, sir. Yeah, yeah.
And then one last kick, star bench cut.
Okay. Star bench cut. Let's talk.
Bo Bo Outlaw,
Mm.
Popeye Jones,
Mm.
or Ogden Polynice.
Give me Odin Polynese. Give me Odin Polynese. Yeah, it's a fact.
Start. Okay, all right. Catch me on
Salute,
a
salute,
rebound.
salute to Travis Outlaw. I don't know whatever happened to you playing basketball, but he was going to end up being nice too. Salute to Jonathan Bender as well. I think he could. He
Jonathan
could.
Bender,
Yeah, I don't think
nasty.
he could. I don't think he could stay healthy. I think he, because he was so lean, slender, and tall at like 7 feet tall. He was having issues with his health and everything. But salute to those guys, Travis Outlaw and Jonathan Bender. Yeah,
I was out. I ain't heard of him in a minute either, too.
yeah, he could jump. He could jump.
But what was we thinking? Was you watching the Bulls from that 2000 to 2002, three? Like right when we got like when we became officially ass and like
We were terrible around that time. That's when AJ Guyton got drafted. There was a Chris Carr, Corey Benjamin,
yeah, Corey Bench.
Marcus Pfizer.
Yeah, so
Uh,
you remember that for
yeah, I
sure.
think the coach was
Ron Mercer.
Ron Mercer. What was the coach name around that time?
We had Tim
Tim
Floyd.
Floyd. Tim Floyd.
Worst decision ever.
Remember when they gave Buddy ass that money from Charlotte, Eddie Robinson? He was here
Yeah,
for like 2 or 3 years, and then he kind of like fell off the radar. Nobody ever heard from him again.
he
He
was a dunker,
disappeared.
and then he
Yeah,
started to get like a mid range, and then he ended
yeah.
up getting hurt or some shit.
Yeah, he had like a 17 foot, 19 foot jump shot. He jumped really high to shoot that thing
You're right. He
too,
just
man.
nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, nasty looking jump shot, man. Nasty looking
he
jump. Look
left
like
that bitch up there. Like, boy, if you
yeah,
don't put
and
your
he was
head
up there.
down,
Man, he was up there for so long. He was like, "Yo, when is he gonna shoot this bitch, man?" So I remember that era. Yeah, what's up with that era? What you want to know about it? I was
I
playing
just
ball back then.
I'm just saying like people don't know how bad in the trenches we were. Like, I mean, you know, we bad now. It's just like damn, like, we was like we had Khalid Alameen on that
Oh,
team.
we did have Kelly that. I mean, yeah, John Simons was back there at some point. Ben Gordon was there. No, that was later on. That was later on. That was a few
Yeah,
years
we
later.
had niggas named Rusty LaRue on the
Yeah,
team.
Rusty LaRue, trash. Yeah.
Who
No,
was
he
that
was
dude
like
that
number
got
45 or something like that.
some dude got? I think David Cornell got dunked on by T Mac
T
so
Mac,
nasty.
yeah, yeah.
T
T Mac
bagged
rode
him.
his back. T Mac was on his back, rode that
Uh,
motherfucker out of bounds right into the early
he was
retirement
after
from the NBA.
he was after Genuine Pony get up on that
Yeah.
motherfucker. Jump
Jumped on that
on it.
motherfucker, boom, and rode that motherfucker.
Jump.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. That motherfucker was on highlights for like a whole month, man. Cornell David. You deserve to
Cornell.
get docked on with that name.
Icky Simpkins after the Jordan years. I
Dickie
think
Simpkins.
uh, who else? When Kendall Gill was on that team for Scotty came back the second time. He was a little older, had the fade, not fade, fro fade going on.
Yeah, he had the TWA, Teeny Weeny Afro.
That's how I know we was
Yeah,
like, damn, we ass, we got to afford the Kendall Gill and Scotty Pippen old ass motherfuckers.
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
do
for
want to talk
sure.
about that Houston Rocket team where he had Scotty. Charles Barkley, Hakeem the Dream one day. Talk about
And
that.
Clyde. And they had Clyde over there.
Yeah, that little what 2 maybe 3 years stretch. I think it's 3 years, just two. I think he just did it for one
It's
two
just
high
tough.
season.
It's tough in that West Coast, man. And then you going up with the guy that wants to be just like Mike.
Mike.
And you think
Yeah,
you're gonna get past them? No, Kobe wasn't going for none of that. Kobe wasn't going for none of that shit, man.
yeah.
Kobe wasn't going for none of that. And
But
then they had was it named Ruben Patterson calling him the Kobe stopper. Kobe was like, man, y'all can say whatever y'all want. I'm kicking everybody ass. Anybody you put out there on me, man, they getting 30. They getting 30. I'm about to go back. I am going to go back and watch those games on YouTube. I swear.
yeah,
The
I'll be more
Kobe stopper.
that he funny as hell. I think like that's the only time I really heard or really cared about Ruben Patterson. Like any other time wasn't
Nothing.
nobody. I wasn't going to play with him on NBA Live. Like the team, yeah,
Never.
but like I wasn't making him the stopper or the scorer at all. So it's funny that he actually. It's smart by him to put himself in that position because like nobody would probably talk about Ruben Patterson any other time besides that.
The Kobe stopper.
He just made it
Boy,
work.
you know what you did doing that? And Kobe looking across from you and they over there. All right, there go the Kobe stopper. Yeah. He on Kobe tonight. They gassing you up. Boy, they sent you to a death sentence, man.
Right. You probably would have gotten off lightly had you not said that. You probably wouldn't took it on you
I'd
as
have been
hard.
like, yo, y'all
Probably would
shut
have
the
been
fuck up, man. Shut up.
now I know you on that. Oh, 50, 40.
40 every night. Take that. Take that jump shot. Crazy jump shot. Time running down. Time, hand in my face with time running down.
Yeah, you
Man, he's
can't be
giving you all type of buckets, bro.
you can't be a goddamn door stopper, let alone a Kobe stopper.
Bruh,
Freak body ass.
man. You don't even know how to stop at a red light.
That's crazy. I'm a Kobe stopper.
That's what they was calling him. Kobe was like, he a what?
Oh yeah, I think he's the only one that's called it. Ain't nobody else called that shit that
No,
Kobe.
I think it was somebody on the team was gassing him up to do it. That's what they was calling him, Kobe stopper. That's your assignment. Walt Williams, one of them, might have been gassing him up, and that motherfucker took the bait on it.
Yeah,
And
throw that nigga in the jail too.
man,
Throw
under
it
the
away the
jail,
key.
under the jail. We ain't gonna never see him again. What's next, brother? Is that it?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. It's a slow little Tuesday night. I mean, we little ain't really popping off anyway on the sports tip.
No, it ain't much
A
else to
draft is
talk.
coming up in April. Coming up, I think
NFL.
like April 21st. Yeah, so NFL draft. Probably might see some more trade going on. Some deals happening
What
soon.
day
So
is that? What day is that?
it's usually like around April 23rd first.
April
So I don't know what
21st.
exact day, but like whatever, like that Thursday or Friday
Oh, we doing sports punch if that's a if that's on if
or
that's on the
Tuesday.
21st. Yeah, that's a Tuesday. If
Well,
it's
we'll
the
see.
26th, that's a Sunday.
Yeah, it's definitely in April, so that's coming up soon.
Okay.
And then that's all I got for now. Slow
All right.
motion.
All right. If that's all you got, man, we can go on ahead and get up out of here. Right?
Pancake bounce out this bitch.
Freak body ass. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As always, this is Sports Punch, and we appreciate everybody who tuned in, who supported. Man, make sure you share, like, subscribe, comment on what we doing, man. Tell Keith to start accepting these collabs on these videos that I'm posting. All right. And with that said, remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. My name is Brother O. This is KeefTooTall. This is Sports Punch. And we are done, you bitch. You heard me.
You dig.